loves, and welcome back to my channel. It is Ijoma here, and in today's video we are going to learn how to make this beautiful wrap top. In the thumbnail they used an organza fabric, but I used an Ankara fabric. I couldn't get an organza fabric now, but it still came out beautiful. So for this top you will need at least 3 yards of Ankara fabric. That is if you are using an Ankara. Then if you are using an organza, you will need like 2.5 yards by 16. So this is the front view of the top, and it is really beautiful. If you want to make the neckline straight, you can make it straight. Then if you want, you can also make it you can also give it a sweetheart shape. So now we will get to the cutting, and after the cutting we will sew. I'll be doing a freehand cutting for this tutorial. Now this is the fabric that I will be using. I have 6 yards here, but I will use just 3 yards. Now first of all, I will fold out a piece for the front. I'll cut out the front first of all, then I'll cut the back. Now I'm going to fold out just a little part. If I fold, I will cut it out because the top did not really consume much. Now for the full length of this top, if you want, you can make it, let's say, from 20 to 22 inches, but anything above 22 inches may not really be fine on it. So after folding this fabric, I'll go ahead and cut out a little piece. This is the piece that I will use to make to cut out the front. Now after doing this, I will take out like 6 inches from the shoulder before marking my chest line. My chest line is 8 inches. Chest line is also known as armhole line. Then my bust point is 10 inches. My half length is 16 inches, and I want the full length to be 21 inches, just 21. Then you add a little allowance for the hemming. If you don't want to, you can just leave everything at the 21. Now I will measure my dart. You add a dart to this top and unfold. My dart is 4 inches, and I'll go ahead and mark a straight line. This line that I'm marking now is my dart line, and I'll go ahead and take out half an inch the sides of this dart line. And remember, I started marking this dart line at my half length, hope you know. So after doing that, just extend the rest of the line to your allowance line or the full length line. Then I'll take my bust measurement, your bust divided by 4 plus like 1 inch for ease. Then you will mark at the waist. You will divide your waist by 4 plus 1 inch for ease or seam allowance. Then you can connect. Also remember to add your 1 inch for the dart. Then you are going to connect. For the armhole, before marking out the armhole, you measure the neck width first of all. So the wideness of my neck is 5 inches, but I marked 5.5 for the allowance. Then I will connect my armhole. This is my armhole. Then I will give my neckline a little sweetheart shape. I want my neckline to have a sweetheart shape. After doing that, just go ahead and cut out. Then you will notch your dart so that you know where to pick your dart from. Now this is the front piece of this top, and if I open up this top, this is what I have. Now I'm going to fold out another fabric for the back, and this time around the fabric that you'll be folding should be like up to 40 inches long. Like it should be like 40 inches on fold, so that it will accommodate both the back panel and the belt. You know, the back will also serve as the belt. Though what I measured was not up to 40 inches, I measured 30 inches. But if you are cutting your own, this fabric that you fold right now should be up to 40 inches, so that it will give you a very full belt. Now after cutting out this piece for the back, I am going to place my back on it and my front on it. I am taking my measurement to know if I have enough length for this back piece. Now the next thing that I will do is that I will place this front piece on it, and I will mark out the full length. The full length of the front and the full length of the back will be the same. So after marking that, I'll go ahead and cut out the full length. And after cutting the full length, the next thing you will do is to cut out the armhole, the side seam. So for the back, if you want, you can give the top a V shape, just a little V shape. you can see I've cut out the armhole. It will have the armhole shape. The armhole shape will be there. Then I will remove it. If you want, you can just give it a little V shape at the neckline. If you also want to leave it straight, you can leave it straight, but this is an Ankara. I don't want it to be too full, and that's why I'm giving it this V kind of shape. But if you want, just leave it this way, leave it till the full length. Now if I open this up, this is what I have. You can see the back piece. Now the next thing we are going to do is to place the center on it so that you can see how we are going to join this before fixing our sleeve. Now this is the center, the front, and then the back pieces. I'll use a bias to turn the neckline, and I'll add a dart. This is the piece that I'll be using for my sleeve. So for this sleeve, it has a leg of mutton sleeve, that it will be a puffy sleeve at the top, then it will have a long band. After cutting out this piece, you will cut out the top of the sleeve, like the puffy part of this sleeve. That is the part we are going to cut out first. So after cutting out this fabric, it is on fold now. I'll go ahead and fold again so that I will cut my two sleeves at once. Then after doing this, I will cut, and I will give this an armhole shape. You can see the armhole shape. Then I'll open the sides. If you want, you can take down your armhole shape more. So this is the shape you will have, and then you add elastic to the top. And this area that I'm cutting right now is the area that you gather on your band. Now this is what we have at the end of the day. If you open it up, this is what you have. You go and add elastic to the top, and then you gather the rest to the band. Now this is the piece for the band. What I'm going to do is that I will fold into two. I'll fold twice, then I'll fold again. This is the first fold. You make your second fold, and then you make the fold for the width, for the wideness of your from your elbow down to your wrist. Now my wrist measurement is 4 divided by 2, and my elbow measurement is 12 divided by 2. Then you add 1 inch allowance. If you open up this band, you will see what I have here. It is on fold. I don't want to hem the down part of this band, so it is on fold. I had to cut everything together. So you are going to gather the puffy part of this sleeve on this area. Let me illustrate it a bit so that you can understand. I have folded the part where I will insert my elastic. Then I will gather the rest of this sleeve on this band. So this is the second one. I am done folding the area where I will insert my elastic, and I'll go ahead and gather the rest on the band. So you go ahead and gather on one side of the band, then you use the other one to cover the rough seam. Now this is the front. I am done turning the neckline, and I have fixed my that I've done my dart. Then I'll go ahead and join the sides to this front piece. Just 1 inch seam allowance. 1 inch is very enough for the allowance. So after joining the two of them, I will come back, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. Now I am done joining, and this is what I have. If I open it up, you can see what I have there. You have your front and you have the back. Then this back also have a long piece for the belt. So now I don't know, but I felt like trimming down my belt a bit. I don't want my belt to be too bold, but if you want your belt to be too bold, it should be wider than this, and it should be way longer than it. So after trimming it, I want to give the down part, the end, I want to give the edge a pointy shape. Then I'll go ahead and hem round both the full length and the neckline of the back. After hemming, this is my sleeve. I am done gathering, and I have inserted my elastic. Right now, I'll go ahead and use 1 inch to shape this sleeve. You will leave that area where you will join to your armhole. Please remember to leave that area. It is very important. Now, this is the sleeve. I am done joining the sleeve with my 1 inch allowance. Now, I am going to join it to the bodies, to the top itself. So now I want to trim down my armhole a bit so that I will be very free when raising my arm. It is very important. So just go ahead and trim down your armhole a bit. So just trim down your armhole a bit. I'll trim the other side of the armhole, then I'll go ahead and fix the sleeve. After fixing the sleeve, that will be all for this top. It is very simple and easy. Just go ahead and fix your sleeve, then at the end of the day you will tie the back this way. At the end of the day, this is what we have. I hope our top is very beautiful. So guys, registration for our online classes is ongoing. We have the corset, blazer, shirt, trouser and jumpsuit. Then we have kiddies wear as well. So if you want to register, you can just drop a comment in the comment section and I will direct you on how to register. Also click on the notification bell so that anytime I upload a new video you will be notified. Also subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up so that you'll be seeing more videos from me. So thank you all so much. I appreciate the love and the support you guys have been showing me. Thank you all so much and see you all in my next video. Bye.